Good afternoon, outdoor enthusiasts, and welcome to wild, wonderful, windy West Virginia. WV Hiking Adventures finds ourselves at one of the premier hiking spots in West Virginia, if not the crown jewel itself, the Dolly Sods. It is June 14th. That means it's Father's Day weekend. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And if not, call your dad. So anyway, me being a dad, we're celebrating it right. We're doing a 3-day, 2-night, 25-mile loop we're looking at here at the Dolly Sods. You can tell I just walked into the woods, got awful dark. Oh, we got a late start. Unfortunately, we don't have Jack with us this weekend. And it's just me and the chipmunk. So we had to drop him off the vet for boarding. Hop in the truck, about a 3-hour drive for us. It is about 2:30 right now. We're not gonna do a lot of mileage, probably just about 7 miles today. But it is windy. We're finally out of the wind and onto the trail.
Hey.
We're gonna start heading uphill.
You nut at me. Did you lose something?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So, I don't even know if you guys can hear me, but we're currently on Raven Ridge. We're gonna do about either 6 or 7 different trails or pieces of them on this loop. This is just spectacular up here though. You're completely exposed, but it's just beautiful looking at a 360 panorama of different ridge lines. And it's just huge open meadows. I mean, this is just spectacular. It is a beautiful day. Look at those blue skies. I have a feeling this is going to be a fantastic weekend. Landscaping in the wilderness. I like it. So if any of you got to watch the last video, of course you did, what am I saying? You know that I broke one of my trekking poles right off the get-go, and I had ordered a new set. Yeah. Well, by the time we got back from the Cranberry, my new set was waiting for me. The old ones are aluminum, these are carbon fiber. They're about 4 ounces lighter a piece, and I'm already noticing the difference. Wow, look at that crazy wind-blown hair. Woo! Alrighty, I lied to you already. It's terrible to do it that early in a trip. We were actually on the what trail?
Bear Rocks.
Bear Rocks Trail, not Raven Ridge Trail. So we're getting ready to hit that right now. Ignore the second half of that.
Actually, yeah, we're still on Bear Rocks.
Yeah, we're still on Bear Rocks. This is not where we're hitting Raven Ridge at. We're gonna keep going this way. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but that's what we're gonna do.
That's what I think we're gonna do.
We are walking on a boardwalk through some marsh. I really hope that this doesn't like completely disqualify the whole loop as not hiking. You know who you are and you know what I mean. And right after the boardwalk, we have our first creek crossing of the day. It's got that nice red water, just like we saw at the Cranberry. Really pretty looking. Once you filter it, tastes great. Alrighty, we're gonna check out Chipmunk coming across. She has my one old unbroken trekking pole. She's gonna give it a whirl. I've been kind of nagging at her to give them a try. Of course, it is easier for me because I'm a little taller and have a little longer legs. I didn't get my feet wet. Let's see how she does. Yeah, so that make it any easier at all? Yeah, alright. Alrighty, still on Bear Rocks. And we just blew a couple 100-foot elevation coming up. Not real bad. Actually pretty cool, got us warmed up. But I believe we're at the top of it because right behind me, you can see the horizon line at the trail. I believe we're at the top. I'm gonna hit those big old classic plateaus that the Dolly Sods is known for. Let's go check it out. Something feels good. And yes, indeed, we are at the top. This is so awesome. Not your typical East Coast scenery at all. Okay, one of the things on my Dolly Sods checklist that I wanted to video was the big, massive, monster anthills that you see. Check it out. Millions of them. Like if this was in my backyard, I'd be a little bit tweaked out, but this is amazing. This is the metropolis of ants. Crazy. I mean, you see it on video and think, nah, they're not that big. They're that big. Words really, truly cannot express how beautiful this is. So, you need to come out and check this out. Absolutely one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And yeah, that was me tripping. Alrighty guys, we are about 3 miles in of what is turning out to be the most beautiful backpacking trip I've ever been on. Probably one of the best Father's Day weekends that I've had in a long time. This one's special too. My daughter's out of the country. She's in Spain. It's the first Father's Day she hasn't got to spend with me. So getting to come out and do something this special helps make up for it a little bit. So anyway, about 3 miles in, we are at our first trail junction. We've got the sign right here. We're gonna be going this way, right? That way. That way.
No, this way.
Okay, that way. So as I mentioned earlier, we don't have Jack with us this weekend. I just saw a hiker go by. Granted, much smaller dog than Jack, but carrying their dog in their backpack. We totally didn't even know she had a dog until she went past us. It was so cute. Kind of made me miss my puppy. We've got this nice, long, exposed run-out section. Looks a little muddy at the bottom, but I don't care. Anybody that watches this channel knows I kind of like mud. So look at that though, just gorgeous. So quick note, just in case you've lived under a rock and don't know, this is about all you're going to get for trail directions from whatever you bring with you. Okay, this is a wilderness area. Wilderness. That means there are no blazes. There are occasionally cairns to follow, but no blazes. So it's up to you to be responsible for you. So bring a GPS, bring a map, bring a sat phone, bring your brain and some common sense, because it's real easy to get lost out here. Just watch us. I'm sure we'll probably do it. You know, with this being Father's Day weekend, we weren't the only ones that thought about coming out here, apparently. We got to the trailhead, probably about 25 cars parked there. We've run into 5 different groups so far on the trail. 4 of them were coming out though, so that's a good sign. And most of the plates were from Ohio. No disrespect, and I mean this completely seriously. I get it. If I lived in Ohio, I'd want to come somewhere here too. You know, I live here. We're not coming here just because it's convenient. We're coming here because of this. Occasionally you have a mud puddle or two to deal with, or bog. So far though, been able to navigate around them. Temps are staying fairly dry. The socks are still dry. Of course, now that I said that, I of course cursed myself, so let's see what that gets me. Oh yeah, we've got our first sighting of some of the big white sandstone rocks up here. I can't wait to get up to the Lion's Head section, check out all that stuff. Off in the distance, we've got these windmills we kind of passed on the way up. I tried to get a shot of, but these are way off in the distance, but because we're sitting up so high, we're about level with them. Oh, it's beautiful. And any YouTubers that shoot with a GoPro, eat your heart out. Look how far away we are. Alrighty, we have made it to the end of Raven Ridge, and we're here at the intersection. All kinds of choices to make, but we are going to go to Rocky Ridge, Trail 524. Hopefully that's the way we're supposed to go. Yeah, that's it. I'm almost positive. Are we going the right way?
We're going the right way.
Alright. I trust you. Okay, I get it. I see why they call this the Rocky Ridge Trail. Once again, though, just beautiful. Pretty wide open, exposed, really pretty. Off in the distance, you can see all kinds of ridge lines. Very nice. The trail has dried up substantially since coming up here. Of course, we're all exposed. And real sandy. Later on in the video, hopefully anyway, we're going to be showing you some really neat rock formations. That's all this sandstone actually being sculptured by the wind. And that stuff, you know, it's got to blow somewhere. It comes out here on the trails, and pretty nifty. Of course, as soon as I say that, I jinx myself, as I always do. We're back in the mud. Alright, we've made it to another little one that I've wanted to check off the list, Femur Bone Rock. At least that's what me and Chipmunk call it. It's this nifty little rock feature right here. I'm walking around it right now. When we call it that on a syntax video, they found a big bone in the crack. Check this thing out though. Anyway, it looked like a big femur bone, so that's how we started calling it that. It's the back side of it. Chipmunk's in here in front of me exploring. Here we go. This is the crack. Nothing here for us. Oh well. But yeah, that's how it got named. There was a big femur bone sitting right there. This thing is cool looking. And yeah, the trail wraps all the way around this guy. Pretty neat view too. And it looks like, oh wow, somebody used this as a little camp. There's a fire ring here now. That's relatively new. And we're all the way around and back out to the beginning of Femur Bone Rock. I want to run it to the top real quick.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to attempt to do this here. If you're going to climb up to the top, all right, you want to definitely take your camera, leave it on, and shoot. That way, if you fall, you got some footage. And don't take your pack off. You want to leave that on while you do it. Okay, it's not bad. It's almost like in a previous life, I was a rock climber or something. Oh yeah. Whoa! There we go. I maybe might have ought to hooked up the hip belt for that. Pretty cool view from up here. Let me turn the camera around and show you. Nice, huh? More rocks. Alrighty guys, it is almost 6 o'clock. And as much fun as we're having playing on rocks and running around, seeing chipmunks climb on rocks, we got to get boogieing. Like I said, it's massively crowded and I'm kind of worried about us finding a camping spot. So, time to jump down off this big old rock. Okay, maybe climb down. Get looking for a home for the evening. Alright, I filmed it coming up. I might as well shoot it going down. Ooh, cool crack.
Hey, you need to.
Oh, sorry, am I getting too close?
You are crowding me.
I guess because I am standing right here and she's right there.
There we go.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess she wasn't liking that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm so glad I found that. And that was fun. Fun, 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 fun. Bye-bye Femur Bone Rock. Kind of neat to see that guy growing out of this natural sand sculpture. This part of the trail is just neat. And the trail, this point, very soft. Very nice to hike in. And just this natural art everywhere.
Land of the giants.
And then just like that, big open wide spot, we're kind of choked down into the little forest here. Almost more like a tunnel than a trail. Pretty neat. Here we go. Alrighty, this might make it a little more difficult to follow the trail when the trail is rocks.
Yeah, we're,
Uh-uh.
the dot's moving.
What?
It's moving.
The dot's moving.
The one that says that it's us.
Well, we've been moving.
Yeah, it's continuing to move while we stay still. Let me look at Gaia.
All right, I'm not gonna bet my life on it or anything, but I'm pretty certain that we have to just do some rock hopping, look for some rock cairns, and have fun. There we go. Outside of intersection signs, that's the only markers you'll find here at the Dolly Sods. Good old rock cairn leading us over this very rocky path. It is absolutely super fun. Oh yeah, we're up on some more of these pretty rocks. Look at those guys back there. That's just awesome. Whole bunch of them. And out here, that's a view. Lots of views at the Dolly Sods. And right behind that, I'm not positive, but looking at the topo, I think that might be the reservoir that Timberline uses for making snow in the winter. I won't swear to it though. Either way though, it's a big beautiful pond, pretty neat. And then I just noticed it right over here. I'm praying my zoom will pick it up. But if I win the lottery, yep, right there. Oh wow, that's a killer house. And right here in the Sods, I mean, I know there's private property bordering it, but that is truly an amazing pad. Wow. So, what do you think, Chipmunk? Maybe we should just head over there to their place and see what they're doing tonight.
Okay, we can invite ourselves in for a barbecue.
There we go.
Beef jerky to offer.
Bam, just like that. We have made it into a totally new environment. You got a nice little pine forest, or spruce probably, I guess I should say. And I believe Chipmunk is sniffing out like a hound dog a potential camping spot for the night. The yes is usually an indicator she has made up her mind. And mine. Let's go check it out. Alrighty. Good job, Chipmunk. I think we have found home for the night. Got this fire ring. We've got this little ledge over there with a almost Barbie-sized stone couch. And most importantly, just a buttload, in technical terms, of different places to hang hammocks. Yeah, this will work. We're about 7 miles in, and we got the late start. We knew we weren't going to go real far today. I think this will work.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, she's decided this will work. So we're going to get busy, set up camp, and be back with you in just a few. Okay, I really never get a chance to do this because I either have no time or I already have my tarp set up. But I want to set my hammock up first and just kind of go through what my setup's like. I've got a peak bag on either end. These are made out of Dyneema fiber. Chipmunk actually made those. This is from Dutch. It's the little mesh organizer. It's got 2 pockets and then a sleeve right there. It's kind of handy. Then this is the Gidget bag from Dutch. And I've got these anchored in place with Prussics, and I'm able to just slide behind that one. And I've got another Dyneema peak bag right up here, which is handy. I can put my puffy right there, and if I get cold in the middle of the night, I can grab it real easy, and that keeps my camera gear in where it's nice and safe and dry with me. And, Then right here, I've kind of got these little itty bitty mini beaners. Real itty bitty little bungee with cord lock. Got one there, and I've got one on the foot at the other end. And I use those clipped to my quilts, my underquilt, kind of keep it from shifting. Of course, you want to have your drip line set on there in case water was to come down. It hits these drip lines. Drips down that way instead of running into your hammock. And I got the spider straps sewn on Dutch clips and cinch bug system. Similar to the beetle buckles, but a little lighter actually. And Chipmunk's got the beetle buckles. It's honestly, it's a toss-up as to which one's easier to use. So you can see, this is the beetle buckle system right there. And they work about the same. It's kind of a toss-up. One's a little bit lighter. Wow, you're getting stuff done ahead of me. I guess I need to quit yapping and start setting up. But yeah, I wanted to share that. And of course, this is the Dutchware Chameleon with the bug net that is completely removable. She doesn't like bug nets. I couldn't imagine being out here without one, but to each his own. And that's what's cool about the Chameleon. It's completely modular and you can set it up however you like. Okay, and then the tarp. Just got a mini beaner, some Zing It, strung from one to the other. And I've got another flea down there that it hooks on to. And then just a couple of Prussics hooked up there. Little mini beaner hooks onto each end of the tarp. And the nice thing about the continuous ridge line is it makes it really super simple once you get the line up to adjust it back and forth and center your tarp up. And then, so we can do this one-handed, open up my snake skins and just kind of slide it on down here. There you go, tarp deployed. 4 stakes, I like to keep my line on them. It's just easier that way, I think. I've got a little mini beaner and another flea right there. And I've got bungee on the corner. So if it gets windy, it doesn't just rip my tent up. The bungee will give a little bit. I usually do porch mode, but I don't have the dog with me, so I don't have to keep his little tent under there. And to be honest, we're up on this ridgeline. It's going to be windy tonight. I'm going to go ahead and set this up tight. I'll show you when I'm done. Actually, I just changed my mind. Since I'm pulling down tight, I'm going to go ahead and set up my quilts first. That way I'm not having to hunch down under my tarp to do it. A little easier this way. New piece of gear. Got a little pillow I'm going to try out. Chipmunk made this for me. And little double action duty. This is the mesh bag that I keep the sack with my tents or my tarp stakes, my tarp, my continuous ridge line, and my suspension system for the hammock. It all lives in this little mesh bag in the back pouch of my backpack. Now, when I get done set up for the day, it's got a little mini beaner and these awesome chameleons. They have little rings set up in them, so I'm able to clip to this, shove my pillow in there, and then if I get up in the middle of the night, I don't lose my pillow. See how it's floating around down in there? That's what happens when you get up in the middle of the night. I shove mine in there, it's on a leash, and hey, it's right about where my head wants to be. Pretty nifty, huh? And check it out, she made that perfect size for it to just fit in. And yeah, usually I don't bring the pillow, but we're celebrating, we're partying, we're having fun. And I didn't have to carry a bunch of dog gear, neither did she, so we're able to bring some more fun stuff. Usually, I just wad up my puffy jacket and put it in there. But it's Dolly Sods. It's windy as freak up here, so I kind of wanted to have my puffy available for me. Alright, for under quilt, we've got the premium incubator in the short. I don't know how Hammock Gear did this. They must have just had one. Every once they make a few, usually it's custom orders, but every once in a while they make a few that are available immediately, and they must have made one that was exactly like my custom. It's kind of crazy because I literally ordered this thing, and it's about a 4 to 6 week wait on custom orders, which is fine. That's perfectly reasonable. But this thing showed up in the mail like 5 days later. There's no way they had time to make it. Blew my mind. But thanks a lot, Hammock Gear. And then this is a 40-degree premium burra. Again, I'm not usually the camo kind of guy, but we had a bunch of trips come up. It was outside of the camo exactly what I wanted. It's the 40-degree, it's in the short, and they had it available for immediate purchase, so I just jumped on that. And once again, it took like 5 days to get to me. If you're looking for a company that makes really fantastic quilts, and especially if you're not sure, check out their econs. Hands down, you can't, for the money, you can't beat them. But that's what we're going with over here in my setup, because I've been yakking. Chipmunk's already got her tarp set up. We do share the exact same tarp, except for mine's in brown. It's the Wilderness Logics Tadpole, is that right?
That is right.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to finish setting up. Alright, she just peeled back her tarp. We've got another Dutchware hammock. Tell us about what else you got going on.
Dutchware netless wide, just basic hammock. Loco Libre underquilt, 10 degree with some overstuff because I don't like to be cold at all.
Obviously.
And secondhand, believed to be 30-degree war bonnet top quilt.
Okay.
Yeah, because I've got the 10-degree top quilt, but decided it wasn't quite going to be that cold. Okay. So decided I'm going to go, instead of my
Be
local
brave.
pair, I'm going to mix and match.
Okay. Alrighty, there we go. Nice and simple tonight. Not super tight, but enough to keep some of the wind off. Deb's already got a head start. She's boiling some water. I'm going to catch up. Food, hang bear bag. Almost caught you falling over. Then maybe fire. We'll see. Alrighty. Historic event here, and you guys are all part of it. Chipmunk, who I cannot see. Hold on. There we go. Kinda, sorta. You look like a ghost. No, don't put the strobe on. That will be bad. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. There we go. Chipmunk just built her first fire. Yay! Actually did a pretty good job. Good enough to dry the socks by. That is insanely bright this close. It is working now. Alright, so we had dinner. We got some neighbors right across the trail. Have the bear bag hung. Hammocks are all set up. We're just going to sit back, relax, enjoy Deb's first fire. And revel in the fact that we are having an absolutely awesome trip so far. So if anything major happens, I'll get back with you. But otherwise, we'll see you in the morning. Night.